You're listening to an Accent Productions podcast.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Moody&D. Last week, we saw the return of an old, I suppose you could call him an ally, in the form of Klaus, who came back telling Audra that he was here to offer her revenge for Ima's death, saying that he would lead her to the lizard folk who killed Ima. After she brought him up to Surak's workshop to call the temple leaders to make a decision on this, a semblance of a truce was made, and they agreed to set out the next morning. And this is where we pick up our story.
Klaus will wake up at some point.
Yeah. You probably wake up really early because, you probably wake up the same time as everybody else because you've been traveling for 2 months alone.
So he's gonna grab like his little satchel backpack or whatever he has.
Yeah.
And just gonna collect a couple of the metal things into it.
Yeah.
Tie it up, put it on his back. And you guys see that at some point he has an interaction with Kizak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't hear anything, you don't know anything, you just see him have an interaction. And Kizak doesn't seem that hostile towards him. And then Klaus just kind of walks away.
Kizak isn't hostile towards him?
Not inherently, no. It doesn't seem like it.
We trust the person who created Kizak to know how Kizak feels
Yeah,
about
I'm
his
just,
other
I'm just
character.
like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I also glanced over at Reese to just be like, am I allowed to do that?
Yes.
Can I say
Yes.
that?
Here's the thing. While you might not be actively controlling the character, or for stats purpose, if I ever needed the character, I would be the one controlling it. For RP purposes and small bits, you absolutely control the character because you know him better than I do.
Awesome.
Like a year down the line, like if we come back and we do another year jump, then I'd probably be controlling him because at that point there may have been things that you don't know about that happened to him. But for the time being, you know everything that happened to him, and I permit you to control that.
Understandable. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Klaus is just kind of sitting by the entrance to the basement.
Okay. Audrey will go over to Kizak real quick.
Okay.
Something in that brain. Saw you talking to Klaus?
He will be sitting by a wall and just it kind of seems like he's playing with the homunculus.
Okay.
Like the homunculus is hovering in the air and just making these erratic movements, and he's kind of talking to it,
Head bobbing with
head
it.
bobbing and talking to it.
You mean like the old Simon game with the colors and
Kind
you're,
of, yeah.
doing
Yes.
a pattern repetition thing.
And then when you walk up to him, he won't notice you until you speak, and he's gonna be like, hello, Adara.
Hey. So we're about to go.
Yes, where are you going? Because I don't think that
You have not been informed.
the
Yeah.
leadership would not have informed people.
Just out.
I saw Klaus
Yeah,
was here.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
I did. Have some unfinished business with him. But I saw you talking to him, and I was just curious.
Yes. And you see him his hand move behind his back.
Like holding anything, or his hand just moves behind his back?
Just you see his hand moving behind his back.
Okay.
You can roll an insight check on that if you want.
At about this time, Bran's probably going to be walking up and just walk up behind Audra
Wow.
and be like, so we going?
Well, it was an 8 on my insight check.
It was a 3 on my deception check.
Okay. so what does she glean from that?
You can tell that he's very awkwardly trying to hide something.
Okay. What are you hiding?
His eyes are just gonna get large.
Okay.
Larger than they
Bran,
already are with the
we're about to
goggles.
go.
Oh,
Will
his
you
goggles
just-
are on his
Okay.
head right now. Don't worry. He remembers to take them up
Okay.
sometimes.
I love it. Real quick, Bran, we're gonna go soon. Will you just check on Klaus for me?
Sure, I'll go. I'll not question that and just go walk towards.
I'm by the entrance to the basement. He's just sitting.
I'll search around and see what once I find him.
Yeah.
Probably.
You
Okay.
find him pretty quick.
Pretty Klausly.
Yeah.
Pretty
you
Klaus.
find him. You find him. He's over there being Klaus still.
Kizak, don't make me take that from you. What are you hiding?
I don't want to show you.
Why?
It is mine.
I'm not. If you show it, I will let you keep it. I just,
Why do you care so much? It's mine. Leave me alone.
I am just. We're about to go, and I know that I don't always treat you right.
You don't treat anybody right.
That's fair.
Oh, dang! No. Now we're having double emotional manipulation. And I don't know who I'm rooting for.
Oh, this is amazing.
That's fair, but I'm trying to do better. I just want to make sure that you're making good decisions.
Those anger management classes definitely came in. But I can't show you what I have. It's mine. I don't want you to know.
Why not?
And kind of the orb will hover in front of your face.
There aren't. For a long time, we thought there were no secrets here. And
But there are only secrets here. Nobody's telling the truth. Why should I?
That's what I'm saying is we thought there were no secrets, but clearly there are. But they just lead to hurt. No one knew the truth about Kazurash for a long time, and it led to Aima's death.
And apparently nobody knows the truth about Klaus either, because he wouldn't be here. And he's kind of going to stand up. And you can see that he's kind of riled up, but he doesn't really know why.
Okay.
And he's going to be like, just leave me alone. And he's going to start walking away.
Okay.
And the orb is kind of just going to be, you know that meme just that where someone goes like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what the orb is doing, like behind him, just like zigzagging in the air.
Back and forth. Amazing.
Oh gosh.
Okay. She's just gonna let him walk away. You were in the workshop.
You will smell
Vanilla.
vanilla.
I love it. She'll take one big sniff, just as a reminder.
So great.
I'm assuming this was happening like in the workshop ish.
Oh no. It was like somewhere outside
Oh, okay,
in the
perfect.
main area.
Okay. Then on the way to the basement,
Yeah.
do I pass Sudak's workshop?
Not really. 'Cause it entirely depends where this conversation was happening. Probably happening somewhere on the. Were you picturing like outside the temple or
No,
like?
I was picturing like inside of the temple, surrounded by a bunch of lizard folk, like just
Okay.
just somewhere in the
Um,
main hall where everybody sits.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't really pass it
Okay. then
because.
I'll intentionally go there. And
Okay.
Is he in his workshop?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Sudak, just keep an eye on Kizak.
I always do. You've never told me to do that before, though.
Yeah. He's got secrets now.
That's not.
Ah.
That's very abnormal. I will keep that in mind.
Are there torches on the walls?
Uh,
I always forget.
not currently, because it's broad daylight,
Mm-hmm.
and the temple is not like one of those temples where it's like solid wall you can't see in. Like there's several areas where like there is open air because they farm. They actually have spaces for farming within the temple
Right.
on the second floor that are actually harvestable, land.
Right.
So there is some open air space. So it's not dark.
So at once I find Klaus, I'm gonna stand there, knowing that he doesn't like me, cast prestidigitation and like put a flame on my finger, and then and then all for flavor, of course. But then essentially cast control flame and just start like playing with it,
Klaus is kind of gonna look
and
at
just
you.
like have a ball of fire in his hands, just like tossing it back and forth,
Okay.
messing with it.
Klaus is kind of gonna look at you, look you in the eye, and go like, "Is that supposed to intimidate me, little flesh bag?" And kind of with this face of like, "Demon, duh."
Amazing.
Brand's just gonna look at him and he like, if I wanted to intimidate you, I have a hammer to do that with. I just like fire.
Oh, how sweet. He's just kind of gonna turn around.
Cool. And eventually Audra makes way over. We ready?
I just like throw the ball of flame against one of the walls, just like
And then
kind of just yeah, exactly.
dissipates and
And
sparks.
then just like, yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Lead the way, Klaus.
And Klaus is gonna whip around, look at everybody, bow, grabbing his hat, bow, stand back up, and he's gonna walk down the stairs backwards.
Audra's gonna turn around
He's
and
gonna go down the first stair backwards, turn around, and go back down. Okay.
He could already hear me saying dexterity saving throw.
I could. And I was like,
Too many noses have been broken on these stairs.
Oh my gosh.
These stairs are menacing, and they don't even have the feet.
Audra's just gonna turn around to the lizard folk, roll her eyes, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
like mutter under his. Bran will just mutter under his breath. This will be interesting, and just walk on down.
Another counter.
All right. That's number
Two
4.
in one.
That's a 2-in-1 episode that we've added another
Oh,
one to the
no.
can't say that on Moody
It's
counter.
okay. It's okay. During our session 0, there was a lot of those for me.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
the more we proceed with this, Prof Mac seems to be on one hand of the you shouldn't say that. I'm on the very other hand of you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
is this a session 0? I was into the session.
This is
the other
this
one.
is this is the first session
Oh
0.
no.
So here's the thing that not a lot of people know about our first session 0 is I actually did a lot of editing on that. You can't hear it because we use nice mics that really only pick up everything when you're actually talking. So when you're not talking, there's total silence. So it makes it really nice for editing, but I cut out a lot of stuff on those first
let's
2
just
episodes.
say that Klaus wasn't fully fleshed out yet.
No, he
Oh,
was not. No, we had to, We retracked one bit, I think 4 times.
Oh, you told me about that
Yeah,
part.
I did.
That was
I
funny.
did.
Yep, or like 2 separate tracks twice.
Yeah, it was.
That was funny. I like
Yeah.
that.
All right.
So,
Following Klaus.
No, we all have our
into
own.
your doom. I mean, into
Also, let me just step out of the game again. I cannot believe that you brought him back.
Okay, you didn't see it coming.
No!
So
I totally
during the
did.
week after our little session 0, Prof
Yeah.
Max sent us an email saying, "Oh, prep work for
Yeah.
Friday."
Yes.
And I see that in the email she is asking me about Kizak, and I
Oh my word.
fell
That was-
over laughing.
That was
I
my
like,
favorite thing. I was so happy. I was like,
I sent an
Oh,
email
they
to
have no
Reese separately
idea.
asking him about a couple other things, and I was like, also Prof Max seems to have no idea.
No!
yeah.
Where we left it, it was like, you're gone.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the
It-
conversation
it
we had
looked-
after
Yeah.
the
It looked
airing.
very much like
I was
Klaus
a-
was going to become
and-
an NPC under my control.
and
Yeah,
I-
that's where I thought it was going.
And I did my best to deceive you as
Oh, I
even
bought
made
it. Hook,
sure
line,
that
and
Kizak's
It
name
was-
also started with a K
Yeah.
for like the dungeon tiles that I made.
Y'all, the level of deception. Also,
so
I
great.
totally just like,
Klaus.
I was
I love
so
it
happy.
so much.
I was so happy going into the session. I was completely and totally giddy because I was like, everybody's going to be expecting
He has
him
been
to play
gloating
Kizak.
about something for 2 days on the floor.
Oh yeah.
2 days.
Oh yeah. Best part, we haven't even gotten to it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
So I'm not even in on it.
No. Also, for those of you who aren't aware, Kent is on my floor.
Yeah.
Colby 10, greatest floor on the entirety of
Forever.
Culbertson Hall.
Okay.
Smith 7, let's go. And all the Smith 7ers go, yeah.
Oh, what? 4 of you?
Kettlebell! What?
Yeah.
Humble Park.
There you go.
Represent.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. All right. So, Klaus takes you guys down through the dungeon, and you guys reach that threshold of that pathway that, Klaus, you know you've been down through. But Audra, you just know this is the place where the man who killed Ima left through.
Mhm.
And you reach this threshold. And you see the source of that dripping that you've heard over and over and over again for the past year and a half. Just a small droplet of water, some underground river, some underground place of high water saturation, just trickling down, and a small trail of water that leads you down that path. As you go down, it's dark. Audra, you can't see all that well.
Which is why I got the cantrip dancing light. Sorry, I got the cantrip
Before
light.
she casts that, what can I see?
You, being the most equipped of everyone here to be able to see beyond.
Excuse me. I have dark vision.
Oh no,
He's got dark vision 120 feet.
Oh yeah.
Devil's
Eldritch
Sight,
Invocations,
man.
let's go.
It's
Oh,
great.
I was like, what?
That's true.
Human. Oh
You
my
being the best capable to see,
gosh.
The only one can
you
see.
see
Stupid.
just a long, about 7 feet tall, 5 foot wide tunnel going beyond what your dark vision can see.
And this is the place where the last session Pip smelled dirt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
is-
kind of like perk up at that
Yeah.
and just like chirp a little bit.
So you guys start moving. Go for hours. Very, very long path here. I need everybody to roll a perception check for me.
Try and get your dice
Ooh.
now.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Ooh.
Well, that's better than mine.
That'll be a 22 for me.
5. You said perception.
17.
8.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, it's okay. You don't have dark vision. Like it makes sense.
I mean,
Okay.
but I cast light.
Yeah. So you can see some things.
About 30 feet.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think light only goes 15.
I was trying to look it up, but
Even worse.
my ability to know the alphabet is.
Wait,
severely
I'll look it
lacking.
up for you.
It's LMNOP. It's right after.
Let's see.
Okay.
It is
Dancing
hold on.
lights.
It's 10 feet.
No, sorry, it's just
Oh,
light.
wait.
Because I have to put it on
Touch
something.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright light in a 20-foot radius and 20
Dim light for
dim light
another
for 20.
Yep.
Okay. So you got 40 feet.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking, Klaus, you are keenly aware of this
Mm-hmm.
because you've encountered it before. You feel a rumbling in the ground.
So I know what it is.
You know what this is roughly.
Okay.
You kind of saw it in the dark, but it was over really quick. You recall a name that Kuza mentioned. Ankeg. You remember a large insectoid thing.
I was gonna say about the second that the rumbling started, Tor is just in Bran's hand,
Yeah,
like it,
and
like
you-
immediately.
You catch it.
I don't catch it though.
You do not.
Yeah, cool.
This rumbling lasts about 5-10 seconds and goes away. You all stand there for a moment, sort of just waiting for something to happen, anything. Nothing does.
Klaus is going to speak up.
Mhm.
Be careful, everybody. Where we're about to go. It's not what you think it is, and it is dangerous. So stick with me and you survive. Go by yourself, and I cannot vouch for your survival.
All right.
And in my head, I'm just gonna say to Tor, it looks like you're getting your wish on some fun here.
Come on, somebody. I'm ready.
Can
Come on. Cast a spell. Come on. We got a wild magic surge. We got to do something. This is so boring. We're just walking in the dark. It's been 3 hours.
Actually, speaking of which, pulling out for just a second, I just realized that with your wild magic rules,
Yeah.
Tides of Chaos is so much more powerful.
Yes, it is.
It's amazing because
Yeah.
every time I surge, I get it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Tides of
I'm kind
Chaos
of
is
lost,
a
but
wonderful
cool.
thing.
I'm glad that
It
you
gives
know
me
the
advantage.
spell.
It gives me advantage on one thing,
Yeah.
but every time I wild
So-
magic surge, I regain the ability, and Reese makes me wild magic surge a lot more. So
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Just a reminder, your wild magic surge counter is at 8.
8, right? Anytime
So,
I cast a spell,
Yeah. Next time you cast a leveled spell, anytime you
Yeah.
cast a leveled spell. Yeah.
roll it again
just-
and check.
And if you roll less than an 8, bing.
8 or less, or less than an 8.
It is. Oh, it's 8 or less. You're
Okay,
right. Yep. All right. Nothing happens. You sit there for about 2 minutes. Starts to feel safe to keep going. You go for another hour. And then now that you're aware of it, this rumbling starts again. But it's closer. It's bigger. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Can I, as I feel the rumbling, can I quickly cast Armor of Agathis on myself?
Sure.
Can I do that too?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna need it because I got not very good for my initiative.
I don't know if you can do worse than me.
I rolled a nat 1,
Ooh.
so.
Oh, never mind. You can.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
16.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Nat 1.
What was your total, though?
My initiative bonus is +1, so that's a 1.
Oh,
Wow.
buddy.
Okay. This
Low
thing,
next.
this thing beat you by 1.
Oh no. So yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
let's do this.
Let's kill something.
top of initiative order. Audra, you don't see anything yet.
Okay.
Something's coming really fast. You have a turn to prepare anything if you want to.
Great. I'm going to just pull out my short bow.
Okay. Yep. Knock an arrow?
Knock an arrow.
Okay.
In my travels, would I have come across an Ankeg before?
No.
Okay.
I know what an Unkeg is.
Yes, you do.
I just also, do I know its stats?
No.
I don't, okay, because I have its stat block on my computer.
Yeah, don't look at that for this entire combat, please.
I'm not going to, no.
Thank you. All right. Klaus, you've got a turn to prepare anything.
I am going to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
and create a second Klaus.
I love it.
Just like
Amazing.
10 feet down the hall,
Yeah.
standing, smiling, with his hands raised in the air.
Yeah. Totally stationary, not moving.
Absolutely, just like a
but-
still image.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I love it.
and I'm gonna pat Adra on the back, and I'm gonna say, "You go, little lizard," and I'm gonna give you inspiration.
Okay, cool.
Did you just you go, girl, Audra?
Essentially.
That's amazing. All right. It is at this point
Oh no.
that a giant, and I do mean
Oh, and
giant, like this thing is 10 feet tall, basically fills up the entirety of the cavern in front of you, bursts out of the ground behind you.
Behind us. Oh no.
It has these massive mandibles. Its entire form is covered in spines. It has a very large thorax on the back. It has got these like weird claw-like things that don't actually seem to have fingers. It's just to slash you.
Oh my gosh.
And who was furthest behind?
I
Actually,
was definitely up in the front,
I suppose that doesn't matter.
because it's just gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
'Cause it
earlier
is
if it's
going to
wide
acid
enough. I was
breath.
gonna just walk next to Bran. Like if
Okay.
it's wide enough, and I figure
I was gonna
Klaus
say
in
with
front.
with the fact that I can see the furthest, I would assume that I was right next to or slightly behind Audra.
Yeah, sure.
Die.
Yeah.
It just deals acid and poison damage. It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot right now, because it's going to shoot this massive spray of acid in a 30-foot line
Oh,
beyond
no.
you. So not only does it make it to you, but you also see this acid shoot about 15 feet beyond you.
Lovely.
I'm standing behind Brand. Will it still hit me?
Sorry,
Sorry,
you're pretty far ahead of me though.
Yes,
like a
'cause
couple
it
feet.
just-
so it
Okay,
wouldn't-
yeah. I'm just asking.
it coats the entire thing.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Save.
16.
Dex save.
Oh, that is not good.
Actually, I lied. 18.
A natural
Okay.
20 for
Okay.
a total of 25.
Just to see. Is a.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that's a 9.
All right. Brian, you take 9 points of acid damage as you are coated in this greenish liquid that starts to corrupt your skin.
Ooh.
And then you guys each take 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
As the same thing happens to you, but you're able to sort of jump behind people and sort of maneuver your way out. Bran really takes the brunt of that.
Good job, Brand. Brand, not Brand.
Yes, Bran. All right.
Wait.
Forgot how to do
a
math
melee
for a
attack.
second.
Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was
Audra,
thinking
you
the
had
same
an attack prepared, so you can, if you want,
Let
take
it
a
go.
shot. Go for it.
Let it go. Oh,
Oh.
I definitely did not make it in the thing. A 21.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Am I Now I'm next to Bran. Here's a question, DM.
Yeah.
Can I ever hide behind Bran? Is he tall enough that I could ever get sneak attack?
So
hiding behind him. I
I
know I'm
think
not
we
a
I
halfling,
think we
but-
talked about this last arc, and because you are not a halfling, and that's literally a whole function, like a whole class feature. Like if people want to finagle rules,
That's fair. That's
it's great, as long as that's not somebody else's whole thing.
fair. What about if I can't remember if we talked about this or not, so forgive me. If I go chameleon, does that count as
Yeah,
sneak
as a
attack?
bonus action,
As a
you
bonus
would be hidden, but this isn't your turn, so
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
no,
bonus
I'm not
action do
gonna-
that. So you
yeah.
just get your regular
Just for the
attack in.
future, Okay, well,
Awesome damage.
4 points of damage.
Awesome.
It's not
Cool.
bad.
Yeah, no, that's not terrible at all.
I mean, it was a 1.
All right. So you take that, get an arrow right in its sternum sort of situation. Like it's weird. It's got like a thorax, but then like an upper torso with like a couple extra legs coming out of the side of like the ribs, and then like the big pincers on the top, or the big, and then the mandibles on the face. It's like, ugh.
So am I bad to be imagining the thing from Voyage of the Dawn Treader?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So here's technically what it looks like
Yeah, okay.
for you guys.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You know what an on-tech is.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So, next in the initiative order, Bran.
Oh, so fun. Hexblade's Curse all the way.
Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah.
please. Okay, I just want to make sure I have all the effects down.
Yep.
So 30 feet, curse for 1 minute.
Yep.
Curse and early if target dies. So I just gain a bonus on damage and I crit on a 19 or 20.
Yes, you do.
And if I kill it, I
Nice.
get
That's
health
like
points
your entire thing.
back. All right, so I'm taking a big old two-handed swing.
Yeah, do it.
Tor, and that is going to be a. Oh, I love my hammer. A dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah, that
whoa.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That is. Let me see real quick. And oh, dang, that's pretty good. 11 damage.
11. Okay.
Bludgeoning damage, if that matters.
It does not. All right. Next in initiative order, Audra.
Oh, I'm just gonna shoot him again.
Yeah, go for it. Make your attack roll. And you do have Brandon melee, so you get sneak attack.
So that's advantage on the roll.
No,
and
no,
then
no, no,
one
you
d6.
don't just
Remember,
get
remember
advantage.
you have
Inspiration.
Yeah, you do
Inspiration.
have an inspiration die.
I used it already
Did you?
for to actually hit the first time.
On your first time? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's a 12.
No, unfortunately, that does not hit.
Dang it.
All right, so you take an arrow. You're trying to find a way to aim around Bran in this super small tunnel, and you just shoot. I don't know how you did it, but you managed, because this thing's occupying the
like,
whole
get around.
tunnel. But you managed to glance right off the top of the armor, and your arrow just shoots into the ceiling. Klaus, you're up.
Okay, so what I am going to do,
Yeah.
is I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay. What kind of save is that?
An intelligence save,
Oh.
and I am going to look at it. I am going to look at it, and I am going to say, "Quiver before me."
Okay. It rolled a 4
That
because it has an intelligence of 1.
let's go. That is a failed save.
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, Phantasmal Force puts into the creature's mind images of its greatest fears, right?
I believe so. Let me really quickly reread that. It creates a 10-foot cube around it, perceiving only.
What is this thing afraid of?
I
'Cause
don't.
I'm
It
afraid of
doesn't
that.
say anything about it.
Right?
Just it just says that I can create what it perceives. While the target is affected by the spell, the target treats phantasmal. The phantasm is real. It rationalizes it logically. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you cause it to see?
So
Oh no.
it's gonna see behind it. So kind of, it's facing us right now. It's gonna
Yeah.
be behind it. This huge, just Klaus face, spewing fire all around it.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. And this is this behind you or behind it?
Behind it, and it's just menacingly laughing at it.
Okay. Okay. I love this. Let's see. So each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal.
If it
1d6
attacks the
damage.
phantasm, it takes damage according to and perceives as the damage that it sees.
Yeah. Phantasm created to appear as a creature can attack the target similarly. Okay, so each round on your turn, you
Mhm.
can make it do that.
Okay.
So you can make it deal 1d6 psychic damage to
I
the
think
thing.
just by casting it, I get to do that, right?
Yeah, well, it has to fail, but yes, you get to do that every round as long as you're concentrating on it. So go
Okay.
ahead and roll your 1d6 psychic damage.
That will be just a 3.
Okie dokie.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to... Actually, I should have done that earlier. Huh, wait. Sorry, let me just think about this really quickly. Because I could use my unsettling words to give it disadvantage on an ability check. But I don't know if you guys use any saving throws. So...
I do.
You do?
For burning hands.
I don't know if you would know that.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
you know this.
I am going to cast not cast, use unsettling word.
Is that a bonus action?
That is a bonus
Okay.
action.
Targeting the creature.
Targeting the creature. Let me just read this really quick.
You roll your inspiration die,
And
and
it
it takes a penalty to its next saving throw equal to the inspiration die.
Exactly.
We have a Bard of Eloquence in my party as well. So
That is a 2, so it takes a -2.
Okay,
Its next saving
great.
throw.
Sounds good. Make another intelligence saving throw. It'll fail automatically. All right. On the on-keg's turn, first thing I have to do is I have to roll to see if it recharges the acid spray. Nope.
Yay.
All right.
Yay. Let's go.
So
I keep forgetting to move.
I literally was thinking, I was like, I could have done so many things with my bonus action, and I did none of them.
that's true because you've got like 4 options for your bonus action.
so
all right.
dumb.
Rogues.
So the first thing it's going to do
I don't remember.
is it is going to try and take a bite attack on Bran because you're right in melee with
Yeah.
it. That is a 16 to hit.
My armor class is 16.
Beautiful.
However, at the moment that it does bite me, I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
With a Warlock spell slot, which is 2nd level, so that's 3d10 fire damage if it fails a dex save, which it has a -2 penalty to.
That's right, it does. That is a 17.
Darn it!
It still takes half damage, I believe,
It,
though.
let me check Hellish Rebuke. Or half as much on a successful one. Very true.
Yep.
Let's see. Ooh, not bad. So that's... Wait. Oh.
Remember about modifiers and proficiency and all that. If it says in the spell.
Yeah, on Hellish
it's-
Rebuke, there's nothing. It's just
Yeah,
half
it's just
damage.
2d10. So that's...
Because that's what threw me off with Kizak.
Okay.
Wait, is that a 9 or a 6?
Where's the line?
Below it. I should know this.
It's a 9.
Oh, dang. I rolled great for this.
There's
that-
also a fun little trick with your d10s. There's an even side and an odd side.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
literally looking at it.
So just let me do... Oh, yeah. 21 points of fire... Oh, halved, so that's
10.
10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire
Rolled really
damage.
well on that.
Okay. So it now bites down on you. You take 13
Oh, no.
points of slashing damage
Oh, dang, that hurts.
and 2 points of acid damage.
Ooh, dang, that's 15.
This
And
is-
you are grappled.
Oh, come
no.
on.
Oh man, really?
But you had cast Armor of Agathis.
I did, so it takes an additional 5 points of cold damage.
Yes. This thing, if it could be on its last legs, if it was like bleeding, you would see it's bleeding. It's not doing very hot.
Okay.
And then out of the other side of you guys, you hear another rumbling.
Oh, come
Let's
on.
go.
And crawling out of the ground
What?
is another Onkeg on the other side of you, where Audra was leading, I believe.
Okay, and Klaus is gonna go, oh, and then it comes out of the ground.
Yes.
Just camera cuts away. Camera cuts away.
And it is going to make a bite attack on Audra.
Oh, no.
Of course.
Lucky for you, that's an 8.
That misses. Little rogue action.
Yeah, you just slip right out of the way, you slippy snake. You're getting out of there. All right, top of initiative order, Audra.
Okay, great. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the new one.
At the new one, okay.
Currently.
You do not get sneak attack on that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
That is 17.
17, that hits.
Okay.
Go for it.
That is 7 points of damage.
Okay. Yep.
Damage.
Beautiful.
So on this thing, it says bonus action 2 weapon fighting. What does that mean? Like, can I shoot a second time, or is that like?
So you no. So 2 weapon fighting is if you have like 2 daggers in one hand and both of them are light weapons. So like if he was holding 2 like light hammers, he'd be able to hit twice with those. Or if you were holding 2 daggers, you'd be able to throw twice with those. But they both have to be light weapons. So unfortunately, you cannot.
No, that's fair. Cool. I was just curious. Okay, so for my bonus action.
Yeah.
Well, first I would like to. Can I like move in the middle where I'm not within?
Yeah, direct melee of either of them.
Yes.
Yep.
And then bonus action, I would like to chameleon to just match the surrounding area.
Yeah, absolutely. With that, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. Because you're also a rogue, so you have your cunning action to hide. So I'll say you can kind of do this as the same thing.
Well, that was an 11.
It's
Okay.
dark in the cave, though.
It's really dark in the cave.
Yeah.
All right.
She can't see anything.
Well, she's got the light,
Yeah, she's got the
light
dancing
cantrip
lights.
going
Yeah.
right now. Not dancing lights, light.
Lights.
One.
Oh, light.
Yeah,
oh,
she's
okay.
got the light cantrip.
Yeah.
All right.
It lasts longer, that's why.
Klaus.
Okay, so Klaus is going to see the second worm.
Yep.
And he's going to go... Because they're pinching us, right?
Yes, they're trying to pincer you.
Okay. How far is the second one?
So essentially, there's the second one about 5 feet, then you, then Audra, then Bran, then the other one in melee with Bran.
Okay, so...
So you got about 20 feet.
So wait, so there's 5 feet between me and one of them, and then 5 feet between me and the other one, right?
15 feet between you and the first
Okay.
one.
Then what I am going to do...
Oh, did you cast a spell?
I cast 2.
Oh, so
Well, I only got 1, so I 7. Crap,
You-
I completely forgot.
you surged.
I surged.
He surged.
Okay.
I totally
Okay,
surged.
okay. So this happened on your turn then. Let me pull up my lovely little massive Google Doc.
I need to remember this every time because I keep forgetting.
Yes, you do.
We need a clock. Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding.
Yep. All right, let's see. Reese's Wild Magic Table. All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be a 10.
10.
If I get fireballed right now, I'm going to die.
You have a 2.5% chance of getting that, or
That-
less than,
That's
because
always a chance.
it's a massive table. All right, roll again.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Fireball.
Dude, I
Oh.
swear if I got fireballed.
Roll a d10 for me.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
8.
How old are you?
Oh no.
25.
No.
If I age 8 years right now.
You age 8 years.
No way.
You are now 33. You feel yourself very quickly get significantly older.
Oh, no.
What? Do we see this happen? Like,
Yeah, like as he casts Hellish Rebuke, all of a sudden, his hair grows a little bit longer. His facial hair, I don't know if you have
no,
much,
He has like a beard kind
but
of.
like it grows. You can see a couple more grays starting to come in.
Well, in 8 years, he would have hair and a beard to almost his waist.
Well, so he doesn't like gain 8 years of hair.
Okay.
He just, his body ages 8 years.
Okay.
So like a couple of his hairs go gray. You can see a couple more wrinkles form on the face.
your back
You-
goes and your knees. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I hit 30 and all that happened.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say.
You're welcome.
Yeah, your back starts to hurt a
Oh,
little bit more.
no. That's
Yeah.
not good.
You feel
Do I
tired.
reset at that point, or is it still a...
Yeah, you go down to a
Down to
1
one,
now.
okay.
Yep. So every time you surge, it resets to 1.
Okay, so Klausy Klaus
Yeah.
I'm so
is
sorry, I
gonna-
need to remember that.
put his hand on Brand's... Oh, wait, no, he wouldn't. No, he would
He
not.
hates me.
Yeah.
Okay, bonus action. He's going to snap his fingers, cast Kinetic Jot,
Okay.
and move as far...
That ends your concentration on Phantasmal Force, I believe.
No. Oh, wait, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So wait, at the beginning of my turn, wouldn't he have to do
Well-
another save?
No, he doesn't make another save. It's just, let's see. Each round on your turn, the Phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target.
Then I'm gonna have a deal of
so-
6 damage.
Yeah,
before I do
go ahead
anything.
and do that.
That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Hey.
The illusory flames wreath this thing, and you know that they're totally fake. You two can't even see them. And thing just twitches its head and falls over.
You can
dead.
see it writhing in pain as I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I am going to flank the other guy. I'm going to run behind him.
You cannot get down the tunnel beyond him.
I'm going to backflip. Like, I got kinetic jump, man.
Oh, that's true. It does let him move through a creature's
Oh, it lets
space
you
I
move
lets
through.
me- it
oh.
lets me
without considering
you
it
can
difficult
see
terrain.
you can
That's
see
right,
Klaus
that's
kind
right.
of, again, his features start kind of like, it looks like you can almost see through him, but not really.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like walks, takes a small jump, just leaps over the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And stands behind it on it and just kind of lands on his 2 feet.
Yeah, totally.
Bows.
You guys can't see him do that because there's now an onkeg in the way. It looks like he just jumped over the onkeg.
And I am going to flank it, and I am going to cast Ray of Frost. Or actually,
Okay. I don't grant flanking advantage
oh, you don't? Okay,
No.
that's fine. Then
because there's pack tactics, which is once again like a whole creature's big thing.
you and creatures things.
Play
Look!
a druid, you get it.
if someone has a very special, unique ability that is theirs, I'm not going to take it from them.
That's fair.
If you want pack tactics, you can play a kobold. They get pack tactics.
That's true.
Kent and I were actually talking.
We were.
They get advantage so long as they have an ally within 5 feet. It's not just on weapon attacks, that's
Oh,
spell
dang.
attacks too.
That's impressive.
So
Meaning
you have
if
a
you-
tanky barbarian.
Yeah,
like,
and stick them in front and get a warlock kobold, you have advantage on all your eldritch blasts.
Yep.
not
So
fair.
I'm just going to cast Ray of Frost on it. I'm going
Okay.
to be as far, so probably like 30 feet behind it.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, or even 35 feet, actually. And I'm just going to
What's your walking speed?
40 now.
40.
So
Yeah,
5
you
feet.
you can get 20 feet beyond it. Because it is 10 feet long.
Oh.
And you can only jump and move your total movement. Like, if
Okay,
you
yeah,
jump,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
included in your movement.
Oh, yeah.
So the
yeah.
furthest you can get is 40 feet beyond it,
Okay.
and you were 10 feet from it, so you got 10 feet to get to it, 10 feet
10
over
feet
it, and then
over
20 feet beyond it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pew and like this.
Yeah, like pointer finger. Like,
yeah,
do
and
the
like
finger
this blue energy will just come through my skin and it's going to shoot out of my finger
Yeah.
as I say freeze.
oh no!
And that's a
Love it.
that is a 12 to hit. That misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Oh,
so you blast it, and it just shoots, and it hits like the thorax, but it doesn't do anything because it's just so armored. You
Mhm.
can't pierce, like you can't actually do damage to it.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for me.
It's now its turn.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to kill me.
Am I hidden enough that it doesn't see?
See,
I guess we'll find out.
you would be if these things didn't have tremor sense and can't just tell where you are based on the movements in the ground.
That's fair. That's
And it is going to run up to you and bite you. Actually, hold on. No, it doesn't even need to do that. It's going to acid spray both of you.
Well, I
got out of
going
the way.
to take the risk, and I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to have advantage on this because I have 19 hit points.
Do it. So what does that make you do?
So Tides of Chaos, I essentially get a advantage on one ability check, saving throw,
Yep.
or attack roll.
Yeah.
Must complete a long rest before you can use it again, unless the DM can make you at any point after you cast a spell roll on the wild magic table. No roll needed, and you regain it.
okay. I'm gonna stop.
So hold on. I gotta read this out of the player's handbook.
Flinging dice.
Oh, that dex save is definitely not going to save me.
Oh, it's a deck save. I'm
Yay.
just gonna ask what I need.
Yeah, it's a deck save.
Ooh. Ooh.
My advantage did not help very much.
Even your expertise is not going to help you with that.
Okay, what do we got?
That's an 8 total.
15.
Okay, this time you succeed, and you do not.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. No.
All right. You take 9 points of acid damage. You take 4 points of acid damage. I rolled the same amount. Let's see. I gotta read Tides of Chaos. So starting, once you do so, any time before you regain the use of this feature, the DK. Oh, I already make you do that after every single one. Nothing changes. You just, as soon as I make you roll it, you regain it. So.
Well, no, but this I think it means that you can make me automatically do it on a spell. I don't have to roll on the table.
Oh, I can make you roll on the table.
Like there's no preliminary cause for it. I just have to roll on the table.
I love
away.
that. You better not cast a spell.
Also on. So wait. Oh wait, it's not my turn yet.
Yeah.
Please continue. Sorry.
Now it's your turn.
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
Just like
Here.
my old crackly bones.
Okay, 33 is not that old, okay? Oh my gosh.
Basically 1 foot in the grave. Basically.
Oh, wow.
Okay, for a lizard folk, that is basically.
I was
foot in the
gonna.
grave.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
I
a human.
used
I
to-
can live to like 85.
For a lizard folk, they live to 60. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
like
40
half
years
your
old.
age.
That's
like
that's
having-
being 50.
That's like
Most
like
people don't
having.
live to 100. That's like
And-
40s.
yes, but most lizard folk don't live to 60. That's the extent of their living.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
like midlife crisis time, and is when lizard folk hit 30.
Oh yeah,
Except
no,
that you're a human.
I played a lizard folk he was 41 when he died because he fell off a horse that was going really, really, really fast and took a lot of damage. But I played him as the grouchiest old man. It was my favorite. K-Doc with the head Montgomery the Third. He was just.
Oh no. Anyways, so we'll in my head just say to Tor, I don't know what you did, but I'm going to yell at you for it later. And
You better.
Two-handed, or actually, wait. I'm gonna move up to this thing.
Yep.
And just two-handed swing it. I just wanted to like crunch its mandibles, just like
Yeah.
smash it right in the jaw.
Do it.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Beautiful. That is a 9 plus 5.
Reminder: you don't have your Hexblade's curse.
Oh, has it
'Cause
been a
it-
minute?
Well, this is a different Ankeg.
Oh, shoot, you're right. That's fine. I didn't cast it. It's fine. So that's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 points. Dang. Okay.
And then with
Um.
my bonus action, we'll cast Hexblade's Curse, because I don't want to metagame.
Hold on. I thought you can only do Hexblade's curse once per short rest.
You were right. Darn it.
I was
Oh,
a
wait.
Hexblade as well.
Can you move it over?
No, it's
That's
not.
Hex.
Dies.
That's
yeah,
Hex.
that's Hex.
And the target dies. Oh,
You regain hit points. By
I
the way.
regain...
Temporary hit points, isn't it?
No, I just
Oh, it's
regain
actual hit
straight
points.
hit points. That is...
Charisma mod, right? Plus warlock level.
Yes, so that would be... Ooh, 7 hit points. I'll take it.
Okay. Next in initiative order, Audra.
Yep. Am I still invisible? Like, would I get sneak attack?
You'd get sneak attack because he's in melee. You don't get advantage because you're not hidden from the creature that has tremor sense.
Oh, that's right. We've literally just said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is a 14.
That's its armor class. You hit.
Yes. Okay, good. Good. And I get sneak attack?
Yes, you get sneak attack. So roll your 3d6 and add your modifiers.
That is a lot of damage.
10 points of damage.
Yowza.
Woo.
Okay. All right. It is looking hurt. Klaus.
Let's go. Klaus is just going to
Sorry, real quick. Can I bonus action or movement back up out of its poison spray?
Yes, yeah, because you have your dash action as a bonus action. Yeah.
You know what? You know what I might do? Who needs second level spell slots, right? Who needs them?
Sure,
needs them?
sure.
Yeah.
Who
just
needs
in a-
to
To the
That's
DM who didn't give you guys a long rest for 5 sessions.
Ah, frick, it's a constitution
I
saving
mean,
throw.
to be fair, we tried, but we just used our long
Yeah.
rest really
Okay.
quickly.
I'm gonna use my unsettling words,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at the Ankeg, and I'm gonna say, quiver before me.
Cool.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It has a -3, and I am going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
Oh.
Constitution save?
Constitution save.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
frick.
my goodness.
Sorry.
Does it take half damage?
Yeah, it takes half
Um,
damage.
Yeah, half as much.
Yeah. All leveled spells are half as much, except for a couple sucker saves. But
Klaus.
That is not bad. 14, 19. Do I add anything? No, it's just thunder. So that is 9 points of thunder damage.
how do you want to do this?
I was going to say, Reese got the "you killed my monster" look in his eyes.
Wait, because this is just... So, as you look at it, you can't... I don't think they can hear me, right?
They can kind of hear you. It's not great.
So you just hear
thing
like
most of the
some
time.
muttering in the distance, and suddenly the Ankh starts shaking. Its head kind of just shakes and like tilts to the side as it explodes.
You can see.
covered.
So it does thunder damage, right?
Yup.
Yeah. So what you see is like almost. So, fun little music fact and sound fact, because I'm a music nerd. The way sound works is you create rarefactions in the air, which is essentially the air moves away and then hits itself, and so you can almost see the physical manifestations in the air, like if you've ever seen the light over a fire and the images beyond that, how they sort of shift and move with the heat. Similar effect. This just sort of like barely visible. Like hardly intangible booming sound sort of erupts from within it, and you can see its armor begins to like break out from the inside and explodes across the entire
How
thing.
much goo do I get on myself?
Roll a dexterity saving throw for me, all three of you.
Wait, I'm 30 feet back. Does it get me?
Just a little
We're in
bit.
a tunnel.
Just a little bit.
16.
Not 19, 23.
Well, that's a 7.
What'd
16.
you get? Okay. You managed to dodge most of it. You get a little bit on you. You're
Okay.
far enough away that your DC was lower, and so you just have a little bit of stuff on you.
Okay.
You elegantly dodge. Like, it's, if you've ever seen, like, I don't know how you did it, but there's this one clip that I've seen of basically just this guy who's getting ready for a rain of flaming arrows and just, like, prepares to
Yes.
get hit.
Yes.
And then none of them hit him. Like, that's basically Klaus. He just sort of stands there
And
as
it's
goo just explodes everywhere but where he is.
So as the Ankh falls, you see Klaus with his hands extended high up in the air as he goes, "The return of Klaus the Mighty, the Monster Slayer," and he bows down to you guys.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh,
Yeah.
I aged 8 years in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yo, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, here's the thing, is that the wild magic table itself, the actual one, has, like, real, or has, like, benefits. Reese promises me that it's balanced. So far, I've only got negatives.
Okay, so here's the thing, is if you had rolled an odd number, it would have de-aged you. And you would
so
have
I just
gotten
need
younger.
to get that exact one again and just...
Yeah, so if you roll a 10 and a 7 consecutively in that particular order again, and then you roll an even number on your d10, you know.
Yeah.
I promise there are good things. It just all depends on who you target with your spells. Like, if you were buffing your party, like, some of those would be good.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All I have to
Good
say is, when I turn 33 this year, y'all are not invited to my birthday party. Since apparently it's so old.
To your birthday party or... Okay, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
All right. Shh. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you for being with us.
All of us old people now.
Oh, my God.
I can't stand y'all.
Okay. We need to end the show. Thank you all so much for joining us on Moody&D. We'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye, friends.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in and joining us this week. Moody&D streams live on XN Radio every Saturday at 2 p.m. CST, and the podcast can be found on both Apple and Spotify starting the following Monday at 10 a.m. CST. If you missed part of our live episode or just want to listen to the episode again, we'd love to see you over there. You can also find us on Instagram at Moody_N_D. Again, that's the @ symbol, Moody_ the letter N_ and then the letter D. That's all for this week, friends. We love you, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.